Hello everybody, it is Sunday the 8th of September. I want to talk again about knowing God, and I'm not talking about the Creator. I'm talking about the created, the God of the Bible, which is a created being, therefore not all. So knowing God and finding our way home, really. And that is through knowledge of who we are. So that's what I'm hearing so often. We need to find our way home. We're trapped here. We're trapped in matter, which is the greatest load of nonsense. Because easy enough to get out of matter if you want to. And probably permanently if you would choose to do that. I don't think there's a big problem in that. Jump yourself off a cliff. You're out. So, no, we're not trapped. Obviously not trapped. But this thing of we don't belong here. And that is really the thing. It is belonging. We do not belong here. We belong somewhere else. And that is really what you think, what is actually home when you think about it. First of all, you feel at home. Yeah? It is something you feel. We do not feel at home. And that is because we are not connected to this place. We are disconnected. Yeah? So this flow of energy, the web that we should be in, we are above it. Yeah? Well, we've gone to a higher place of consciousness, or a different place of consciousness. We are not connected to this thing, therefore we do not feel at home. Now, I don't know where we came from, but I really think that this world is trying to give us a place to be, to have a being, our being in this world. And yes, we're not taking it up on it. We want to go somewhere else. We always want to be somewhere else. Now, I want to talk about God. I want to talk about Elohim. Now, I shall try very hard to say Elohim instead of God. No, first of all, so how does this world give us the knowledge of itself? And that is through experiencing it. Yeah, it is not being given to us as theory or as a teaching, but it is the experience of it that would give you the knowledge of this world. And we can experience ourselves in many different ways. And we're trying very hard not to experience ourselves as a part of this world at the moment for some reason. We're being driven away from that experience. So, okay, the Elohim. Now, if we say we are spiritual beings, which is actually what this world is showing you. I'll get to that in a minute. It shows you that you are a spiritual being. It's trying to reveal that to you through the experience. The Elohim are not spiritual beings. That's the first thing. They are not. And the more I look at this, the idea that what was conveyed, or the way that the Bible is taught to you, that it is something that tells the story of spiritual beings, and it doesn't. Because if you really look at it and what they are doing and how they're getting around, they're technological beings. Elohim. They are full-on technological beings. When what is described as the glory of God, the word kavod, and then you see what the kavod is doing. Yeah, so the glory of God is in this place, or it moves to that place, or when Moses says, "Show me your glory," and God says, "Well, come back tomorrow, I have to go and get it." I haven't got it with me at the moment. All of those things. There's and another thing I came across, and that was Jonah's fish, which is really interesting. There was a rabbi, Eliza, who lived way back when, yeah, and he did, again, when they should not have had knowledge of technology, and he did a description of the fish, of the inside of the fish, once Jonah was swallowed, and he described like little pearls hanging from the ceiling that gave off light. And he said that the eyes of the fish were like, well, he described it as a see-through crystal, yeah? So you could see through the eyes of the fish to see what was outside of yourself, and there was light coming out of those eyes. So you could see what was outside of you on the seabed. Which, in very simple terms, he's clearly describing a submarine. And then in the Psalms, the Leviathan, yeah, the gods built the Leviathan, and they are inside of the Leviathan having fun. Again, it's a submarine, it's technology. Another thing, and I really love that one, when, again, I'm listening to Bellino, and he's brilliant. He's talking about the winged sandals of the gods. Again, at the moment what I'm listening to, it is actually comparing Homer, Greek, to the Hebrew Yahweh. Because those beings were all over this world, and every kind of people described them in their own way. So Homer described the winged sandals, yeah? On which, first of all, they moved with their feet together. They didn't actually walk. And that they were kind of going over the water, or even over the tops of the trees, to a point where it bent the tops of the trees when they passed over them. So yeah, definitely superior footwear. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at technological beings. Not spiritual, in no way spiritual. I mean, if you see what Yahweh is doing, yeah, if he's displeased with David, he just goes and kills 70,000 of his men there and then. That's not a spiritual being. That's not even on a very high level of consciousness. On a high level of technological knowledge, yes, but not consciousness. So that's what we're looking at. And I say again, Jesus was one of them, but I'll come to that in a minute. But if we were taught in those books, ye are gods, yeah? Do your scriptures not tell you, ye are gods? Okay, we are gods. So then what is a god? So next question, what is a god? What does a god do? And then if humanity had, the only experience we had of gods, yeah, to go by, were technological beings that were megalomaniacs. So then the idea of that is a god, and you must become a god. And as I said, there are those in this world who are becoming full ungodly. They are becoming Elohim. And then even without them coming back, we are already experiencing what they are, by some of us becoming that, and imposing their will on the world. So we are all experiencing, we're all getting our fair share of that. So again, we know who they were by experiencing the reality of it. Now that we have technology ourselves and we are becoming them. But there is another reality here. And that is the reality of the world, the true reality of this world. And that is the thing we do not know, that we are detached from that knowledge. That is why we feel we are not at home here. Because we are not, we don't know what we are or what we're in. Now Jesus did experience, again, this world, this reality, would give of its knowledge to you. It would reveal itself to you. Again, there's a revelation, and that revelation again would be an experience, reality. So Jesus was given the revelation while he was here, what it means to be a human being, truly a human being, a part of this world, in this world and of this world. He was given that knowledge when he said, "Get ye behind me, Satan." And he stepped into that knowledge. And the outcome of that, again, was spiritual healings and really creating things in this world, affecting the reality of this world, not with technology, but with something that is coming from within ourselves, an energy that is coming from within ourselves. And that is what it is to be a spiritual being. And that is the knowledge that is contained in this world. And we don't have that knowledge. We are detached from that knowledge. We are increasingly being moved away from that knowledge so that we are not at home here. We don't feel it. We don't feel the connection anymore. I think we used to. So Jesus came, he was given the knowledge of that, he had the experience, and that is, again, it's the true knowledge, the experience of it, the solid experience. And then he detached from it. Again, he detached himself again from the experience, being in this world but not of this world, detaching from this world again to a different state of consciousness. And I really wouldn't say higher. It might be a higher vibration, but it's not a higher state of consciousness. I think, here it goes, I don't think a higher vibration is necessarily a higher state of consciousness. Anyway, he detached. He overcame this world. He reverted back to what he was before. That was his way. Follow his way. That leads to the kingdom of his Father. And I say again, if it says in the Bible, he is coming with the clouds in great glory, means he's coming in a spaceship. The way that it's always described in the Bible, the glory of God, that it produces clouds around itself, lights, a great noise. Yeah? So that's what it says when it says he is coming with the clouds in great glory. Glory, again, the word kavod. Yeah, he's coming in a spaceship. And then your eyes will truly be open to the truth that this was not talking about a spiritual thing. This was talking about technology and having power over others through the use of technology. As I said, we're getting to know them right now because we are experiencing them through some of us becoming them. So, I mean, that is where we're at. But as I said, we're being really led away from it. Like, we are all. Yeah, we are infinite beings. We are all. What do you do with that? If you do not experience one possibility and know it, what do you do with all? Everything at the one time. You couldn't do it. That would not be a true experience and not a true knowing. So this is a knowledge of the Creator, bite size. The knowledge that is contained within this world, and that is the knowledge of being a spiritual being. That knowledge is here. So they have turned it on its head. Yeah? Saying that we are now in technology, but those up there are the spiritual beings. And it's exactly the other way around. They will come with technology. Those that are in this world are already preparing the world for it. Yeah, they're laying the groundworks. They are creating the technologies that the gods will need when they get here, so they don't have to start building it when they get here. It's already been built for them. The world is being made ready for their arrival. Right. So, as I said, we should, to those, again, it is a choice. I said, you're not trapped here. In no way, shape, or form are you trapped. Get out if you want to. But to those that actually want the knowledge of this world and want to make their home here, and that is a choice. Yeah, this is not our home. This could be your home. It's offered to you as a home. But again, then you must become, in order to experience, to feel home. And that is becoming a spiritual being. And then you would be at home here. In fact, once you have the knowledge of how to be that, you could probably make your home in any world you want. And it is also described in the ancient text, going to different worlds. Not as a technological conqueror, but as a spiritual being. In which case you would have knowledge of worlds. Once you have become that, you are that which knows. So I say there is a great deception at the moment. The way that the text of the Bible is taught is like they are spiritual beings, and they are not. They are absolutely not. They are detached. They have no empathy. Otherwise they couldn't do what they're doing. And they rely on technology to be superior, to have dominion over worlds. And then the last thought is, if we were spiritual beings, would we be more powerful than them? Actually, would they even get in here? Or could we ourselves create like a barrier to keep them out without technology, but just by being what we are? And I think we should keep them out. We most definitely should keep them out. Anyway, here I leave it at that for today, and I talk to you again soon. Bye.